Let me tell you about something that happened to me last summer. You know those nights when you're home alone and every little sound makes you jump? Well, this was different. This was the night I learned that sometimes our worst fears aren't just in our heads. I was staying at my grandmother's old Victorian house while she was in the hospital. The place had always given me the creeps, with its creaking floorboards and shadows that seemed to move when you weren't looking directly at them. But I'd promised her I'd look after it, and I intended to keep that promise. It started with the mirrors. I noticed that my reflection would sometimes lag behind my movements, just by a fraction of a second. At first, I thought I was imagining things. Maybe I was just tired. But then one evening, as I was washing my face in the bathroom, I looked up to see my reflection still looking down. The next day, I started finding things in different places than where I'd left them. My coffee mug would be in the sink when I distinctly remembered leaving it on the counter. The throw blanket on the couch would be neatly folded when I knew I'd left it bunched up. But the worst part, the footsteps. Every night at exactly 3:17 a.m. I'd hear them. Slow, deliberate steps moving from the attic down to the second floor, then the first floor, and finally stopping right outside my bedroom door. I'd lie there, frozen, barely breathing, waiting for whatever was out there to either come in or go away. Last night, something changed. The footsteps came as usual, but this time they didn't stop at my door. I heard the handle turn, felt the rush of cold air as the door opened. And there in the doorway stood me, but not me, a version of me with eyes that were just a little too dark, a smile that was just a little too wide. I'm at a hotel now, writing this on my phone. I called my grandmother this morning. She seemed confused when I told her I'd been staying at her house. "But dear," she said, "the house burned down 20 years ago." I drove by this afternoon. She was right. All that remains is a charred foundation and a single, unbroken mirror standing among the ruins. And in that mirror, something is still smiling back at me. So if you ever find yourself alone at night and your reflection seems a little off, don't look too closely. Some things are better left unseen.